Cancel I don't pay what to make car match memoir kwaba at the bar Kessben 92.9 so ewo and 93.3 ewo Kumbase and affair around the country ewo Kessben TV. I don't pay memoir official pencil.
I don't pay me to my back. What back?
That's all. I'm Pombo Cordia.
And I don't know where.
I see. You're not trading for us. Now, first of all, official pa.
I've been saying anything from my friend. No one can say. I said, that's not very number one. Then I'll pay you.
Amen. Amen. But that's a shadow pay what year. So now, first of all, the e-levy, electronic transaction levy, a buying percent waje, 1.75%, a buying at the home ra, and yeah, I'm ready to me about her brand no at the aba and ra, or mine and rush be the fee and I lay bill no. Mamintio, meaning say working kind be na a fee to me any home como, some of the restrictions and afei so exemptions are a what's anymore na afei so they are buying a share anymore say obetimi generate in terms of revenue moving into 2022 per the law as I say at that embrashe bedwami
yo but that's everything the woman is there and yeah we never know restrictions and then you would never friend exemptions near ka yeah, me know yeah, kate anyone we here for no. And yeah, I said that I find home papa. And no year, one more year business in the Kakako. They say, hey, we are a banky be a Jessica. A human be a demo. Now, if you are waggy size, you can you know, or I bet transfer and they are come tiny patrono. I know that e-levy, you know, and yeah, they are becano. If you find it set to say, yeah. Court, you know, the friends bank be me person bundi because then I'll be free aspect for them. Bank and I want no more omugiji sika no ewo court no idi mu. Enti e ma say omugiji sika na ayetuetua by way of filing fees. And friends fine senior kaka hono all my bank transfer test Canada the Judicial Service of Ghana. And that's it. No, so I'm electronically. And that's it. Yet, any tax via and I say, as I say, electronic transfer tax, you know.
Okay.
I hope you understand what I'm saying. The final is there. Kessben, I appoint you, all your more agents.
Okay.
Now, almost be a Chiano. In Chiampa Masancrophone, then the Chia, our Kessben offices, but the Chia at the Ama. A be a banky bit at last, a certain money collection company. And no money collection company, no, almost transfers the cano electronically at the Kessben now. And the young electronic transfer levy a neighbor, and Yadi Ababe, a combo. Now, yeah, can want him to say, no, acquire a say, you know, about the queen, your better she shall win me. And me say, all transfer to Canoa from mobile phone as an individual. And bro, 100 Ghana cities are Ubetia, a friend saying, e-levy no.
Okay.
Then you, young will say, under the e-levy, no, a matter in the whole day, no, who transfers are obey a command for no, a good reason 89 Ghana cities are a yadia ubetia e-levy, no, tax, no. Yes, so on that day, no, who use mobile phone, no, not momo normal, would it transfer to get the command for no, sada no. Why you see was so mana akako bro city or 100 Ghana cities no if you want no where corner and na ubetia a friend tax also it you can e-levy of 1.75 na and yes go to 20 cities and 40 cities then ma will be no na yet to 1.75 na you can want there be only when you go beyond 100 Ghana cities. And no, and I 1.75 no attack. I was so.
Okay. Council, maybe I say, but my bill nan kasemuna menkin kan de bi na afei buameni metie for na yentimi entiasie. Woba appendix A or say bill entitled Electronic Transfer Levy Act 2021, an act of parliament to impose a levy to be known as the Electronic Transfer Levy on electronic transfer to enhance revenue mobilization. Now, Oko clause 1 or say imposition of levy on electronic transfer. 1. There shall be an imposition or imposed by this act an electronic levy transfer levy of 1.75% on electronic transfers. Clause 2 said the levy shall be charged on an electronic transfer at the time of transfer by the entities listed in the first schedule above. Now, baby, I am a major concern. No, baby, I'm more title is the scope of application on the levy. That is clause 2. Also subject to section 1. The levy imposed under section 1 applies to the transfers as listed in schedule 2 or second schedule as above. Now, the levy is imposed under section 1. Now, a cumulative transfer of 100 Ghana cedis may not by a person may not be taxed. A transfer between account owned by same persons. And no ana entiasieno minimetie for ebehia entremono. And then point 3 says a transfer for the payment of taxes.
Okay,
it's here for point 1 and 2.
You know, the issue about a salesperson, I don't know, something like a principal and an agent.
Okay.
It is not person, no, and you or no, or yet, or no personal transfer. You mana or yet, or yet, in the name of a friend, the Kessben FM. Now, or a do room. And now, all transfer, the cano. I don't know, yes, oh, Kessben, the demo, Eddie Akko Kessben, and change. It's no, it's not the can and your honor, dear. Now, what Kessben, you and it doesn't sign it back on Uchia electronic transfer because or yes, people at their manipulative power no. Than your wire say the Ghana white your one really no all this can no and
my main two was here, for instance, there be material for the NTS here. Hello, Council, what's the main car? Hello, Council. Hello. Okay. But you mun check the lines. Yes, Council Metonka, what you mean?
You Metonka.
Okay. Yeah, me be son is say.
You be say you make and OT and OT in the first place.
Yes, me say but NTS any my ye.
Then I make say. Salesperson no, obi o salesperson no. Or yes, so no, in the name of a certain company, another a certain entity.
Okay.
That one clear in the first place. Hello?
Hello, Council, meet you, pa.
You. If you no or transact, that sales na or you know. And ya or no, na auto. Or no, at the particular company, no. It no say, auto yes. Not say or electronic transfer to that company no account to more. It cannot be taxed because the Ghana or year at the time, you know, that's Ghana idea. He was only keeping it at the time. And when we know all this, only the Ghana command. So he has not technically speaking, you know, taking any money from or only person or company X. Another person, and the same person, no. Exactly, you watch some obi, uncle, the name family. I do another no, and you're on any idea. That you know your dear.
Yeah.
If you're not quarter, you know, not or the bar, and you won't know the pen, I want buy the whole way. If you're not one for that, you are any umbrella, and that only a gentle tax, don't forget the umbrella. I don't know whether my analogy.
Martin was here from that angle, but in simple terms, you know, say Ekobani say me ye Juma ama Kessben FM. Kessben FM asuma me programs. Hello, Council, what you mean?
You don't go.
Yes, but you any day kwan so ma we radio na work card mu no enko for mu kakra ma me. De me bisa ne se me ye adwuma ma Kessben FM. Makoton ade e wo Kessben FM din mu me wie ye no sika me nya ye no. Esese me transfer e de koma Kessben FM management. Enti sa sika na me kwakọ send no ehu nkohia se me ye beti me sa tax no e wo so. Sa na pese wo kire.
Very.
Okay.
Very. And that's a two factors because we and we Kessben FM.
Okay. And in this case, you know, Kessben FM the bet you as a tax na and a tax be a no so
Kessben FM, if ultimately, you know, or no bad any other payments, the amount will be electronically.
Okay.
Don't you say Chicago? I will say, what is happening is that me make it CD. And make up what you are saying in Pacono car.
Okay.
This just in Pacono car. The Pacono, no any electronic tax because that transaction now in Pacono year no, and electronic. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, with your part.
At the time now, I first say that same person no our Kessben team no, or the physical cash. It is the only thing he is doing electronically, and they say. Or the Kessben for Siga and the more. So that is all that Kessben doesn't have to pay anything because by the electronic friends transaction, the Pacono already generates that initial transaction on the bit here. So for instance, Mimi and the Momo, and the me, I will be cool one. And me, I'm missing it Canada, Michia, a Momo tax,
Okay.
That move and yet I don't know why this can ever come on. No. If you know, a person who just says you cannot add a Kessben FM. Kessben FM doesn't have to pay any tax in the bill.
Okay.
The only time Kessben FM will be when Kessben FM wants to transfer money electronically. Then it will be. That was a master wanted wire electronic transfer. They come Kessben no. Kessben asuma neko body be mo call bank eko isika ever na some this isika no dey about the car na some dey go to the for car Kessben will not pay any money. Okay. It is only when Kessben after he has received that money, you know, once you electronically transfer that money to another person a year part of the business, you know, and of which you are electronic tax, you know.
Because a hono na mede over point C, you know, because point C of clause 2 of the bill, no, the transfer, or say a transfer between account owned by same persons, and then point C is a transfer of payment of taxes and fees charges on government.gov system. And say when you are buying a din so na wutua sika e de ama ban na wutua through mobile money and na by any other electronic means and also no emra ne say ye ntew sa to e wo ho sa net here.
Yeah, because yeah too we are because I don't know we no a tax and a wutua. So you cannot be taxed on a tax that you are paying.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Especially when Agyenkwa buying her, right?
Yes, Agyenkwa buying her. And every tax you are whoever is collecting it in the name of a buying her, so it will remain as such.
I see. But the controversy a buy is saying 1.75%, you know, a buy and 1 year who be no up until now, bill not capture and ya dear and such a no a bus a percentage more.
Well, what was that? When it comes to bill, no, they're not no at the time, you know. And just views and a more express. Because at the time, you know, the government has not put before the parliament has officially the electronic act, you know. It is a the electronic act, you know, ever parliament, you know. And no, who can say, can be upper home. The Academy, I am Mugu.
I see. Now, the concerns are me will be no Ghana Revenue Authority. Ebefaswa womo beji sasika because sir and the yebabeti tax mobile money na nkasa for instance I don't know major thing I beji tax no so no I don't know is being run by the telecommunication networks MTN Vodafone any more Kenya omo platform and yebabe faswa beti sa tax no enti ekwan ben so ana Ghana Revenue Authority by law ebetimi I extract taxes ye through the transactions ye on mobile money.
I would say yeah, well, Kevin KNG when it came to some monitoring of calls and other things, saying how much money should go to government. I don't know whether you still remember that. I don't see the government had wanted to set up a new company.
Okay.
Monitor the collection of money. You know, it was suggested, why are you going to spend 420 million Ghana cedis, to set up a new company or to pay a company for that? And a lot of us, I personally believe, they can equally do that job.
I see. But this time round, the Ghana Revenue Authority and our act, and our bill, they are going to be in charge of the collection. After so much, just out to in a couple na yefua na fe omo de akoto consolidated account mo and our fund for 20 more at the amount by. And in this case, does it mean Ghana Revenue Authority by law be create a different platform ebema sikano about direct into the coffers of government?
No, what happens is that all such monies, have to first and foremost go to the Ghana Revenue Authority. It is after the Ghana Revenue Authority has had all those monies, then it will formally transfer it into the consolidated account. No money will be paid directly from anybody to the consolidated account. The only entity that can do that is the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Okay. Okay, it means that basically, some a coprinary na yajitumu we there, then electronic transfer levy, ye tuya nisa.
It is Manko Fonya was say, ABR, aside all the protestations now, Nipa friends saying bill, they call Parliament. Now, what will happen is the Parliament debate. Now, after so much debate, I think that the sticking point now is the percentage,
Okay.
And yet the idea of probably partition, But it is that, okay, even when you want to do this, can we come to some agreement? Yeah, a certain threshold. Yeah, can say people should be tax exempt in respect of the electronic tax, up to 400 Ghana, 500 Ghana,
okay,
right? Okay. And the percentage instead of 1.5, they are 0.5. So these are the things that will be discussed, at the appropriation stage, where this particular, at the subcommittee stage, where this particular bill will be considered, and then finally brought before the plenary, for it to be voted on.
Okay. Now, finally, many will be and Speaker Alban Bagbin etna konwemo. Now, the expectation by the minority, was that Kobai the Joseph Osewuswa bia no kobetimi overturn with his ruling, but Speaker Anya Sadie. Then again, caution here a sanso a patcho on behalf of the members of Parliament at the Magana Fonina. Sadie ya Speaker Aye, in terms of law, it means that the one way that the Nina no eda so ejina ho. Mamintio wa hon sole na afei fancy.
Yo, before there's one personal concern of mine, and it is not coming as a comment professionally from me, but I'm speaking this time as an ordinary Ghanaian on the street. But I will come to speak at the end. We are being asked to pay all manner of tax.
Yeah.
Government is looking for all manner of ways to let us pay taxes. Meanwhile, when certain government acts are being questioned, we are told to say a top secret and that we shouldn't ask about them. Yet, we hear our plane being given to the Liberian president and to other presidents in sub-region who travel with that same plane to other areas, including America. As the president, now I got charter plane, and we are told that it costs us $15,000 every hour as he uses the plane. No? What it means is that at least if they use the plane, for any of such journeys outside of Ghana, young spending around here, best find $15,000 Ghana, $50,000. So why is it that when we are asking questions as to how our monies are being used, why is it that when we are advising as to how expenses should be made, just cut down kakra? We are speaking at the first. I think why would you that question? We need to be our team, but you are asking us to be paying more. We are paying taxes from everywhere, and yet when we are asking you to tell us how you are using the money, please can you be moderate in the way you spend your money? No, we are catching Obi to me being another catcher. What's my president to never play never uncle trust from Fanco. 7. I don't think you start with, but I know a lot of people are saying that to themselves. How can it be like that? Nobody is saying that president never trust from Fanco because it's impossible for trust to go from Ghana to the US. But we are saying that to the extent that we have some heads of state asking for the use of our presidential jets, and they are giving to them, and they can even travel from wherever they are to the Americas. Why can't our president use it? What is so special about him?
Okay.
Are those other heads of state better or lesser than he is?
My young speaker, na fancy. Okay. Maminti on the Speaker of Parliament, not your fancy. I also
you guys have cut me.
That's what me too. And the Speaker, the ruling of Joe Wise, still stands.
What is happening is that I would say the Speaker has shown the greatest maturity.
Kessben.
The speech is a whole total, not a whole kind. You will see that this is somebody who is really an experienced legislator, and he knows what he's doing. He never insulted anybody. He never said anything against anybody. But he has left the verdict with us. So it will be up to us. And especially with the example of mine, say, if the president has taken to a certain decision, now what will you advise, over acting as the president? Now you decide to say, you throw away the decision that you are taking now. Well, you leave that one with the world. I can't say be brave. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now he has also come to explain this issue, and I've said this on various platforms, and I'm happy he has also come to confirm it. Look, there's a difference between Tama speaker and Ewo. Not what excusing me from the chair. Now I friend as a member of the floor say, Branabe Segio. And I want a situation where the speaker is out of the jurisdiction for whatever reason. So the speaker has left the jurisdiction, you become the acting speaker. And every act of yours, is considered as such. So I find it very, 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 very intriguing where Joe Wise in the chair and told the whole world that he's not a speaker. I found that very atrocious. But you see, just like Margaret said, all things that happen in Parliament, they serve as precedent.
Okay.
People will make references to them. So I am sure he's been able to effectively articulate the fact to say the decision and the acts that took place in his absence, were all illegal. But they have found a very polished way to make these things look good so that there will be the win-win situation. And that is what he has said. They say, Ufuriata and Samra. Now, all make kind way, and then those amendments and consensus are or say, Oma come to with the minority, offer and no any as part of me a for instance
modifications
review
no.
But because they can we know then it will be formally what adopted. And of course he said something say when that has even been done, even though the appropriation has started in itself, they will take care of those things and make the appropriate adjustments to reflect it. So what it means is that hula value which came about, majority needs to they are finding a very visible way to save our faith as a nation by asking whoever to come, do this reading before Parliament, and then for Parliament as a totality to formally approve of Indeed, when it comes to approval of for instance, budget, that means that all the proposals made in a budget like this 1.75, is going to take a hook, line, and sinker. Now it has come as a bill. So that bill will be considered. And then the various recommendations on before the appropriation is also voted on and adopted. But let me say this final thing. I think that our parliamentarians should be spoken to because all we anyone says. Why I shaman a member of parliament? I do not think that apology that he rendered is enough. To me, it is never enough. Because you see, for you to go and drag the seat of the speaker, whether it was Babi was sitting there or it was Joe White was sitting there and Joe White had said something which didn't please him, he never had that right.
Yes, but he has said that will protect the seat of the speaker. And then what part shall for that?
But Mamma can't see the way.
Because of Mammy for
but what does it take Ghanaians for? What could tell you no one will protect it? Are there not marshals in the house? Now then I also protect marshals never give you them. So how were we protecting it? Because one of the those parties and such a person must be sanctioned at least. He must be made to lose not less than 3 months in Parliament. Now and also how do you call it? It's how another day. I mean, that should be a because it will be some of the acts of our parliamentarians. They are so nauseating and childish. You saw people hitting the friends and the tables with material. I'm about to bang. Where class 1 for? Be careful, crapping, yes, sir. And look at how the parliamentarians were behaving.
Because maybe I say. All right, and maybe I say, you must have been come more every promo. Lawyer Paul Kumi, a private legal practitioner, constitutional lawyer for that matter, and you need a deal come more about a year e-levy, Emra, ye de share at the atoll now, a fair to me, a boss and shayano, and the taxes are buying a bedgin in ano, and no Anna a bebo hobra. Now, a munche munibi, and a lawyer at 20 bo at say, at church more at the Amayano. Captain